Hello there. Hello class. You are welcome to HisGov TV. In today's lesson, we will be discussing the origin and rise of the Akwamu states. But before we do that, let's take a look at our lesson objectives. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to discuss the origin of the Akwamu people to their present settlement. Also, should be able to outline the factors responsible for the rise of the Akwamu states. If you like this video, kindly subscribe. The origin and rise of the Akwamu state. The origins of Akwamu are very obscure. It is, however, believed that the Akwamu people became settled by the middle of the 17th century. Akwamu was the first Akan state to establish a unique empire. The Akwamu were believed to have originally settled at Twifo-Heman around the Pra and Ofin confluence. Later, led by Otumfo Asare, they left that area after a succession dispute. When they settled in their new home in the east, they built their capital at Asare Man Kese, meaning Asare's big state. The capital of the Akwamu was later moved to Nyanuase, near modern Nsawam. In later years, the capital was shifted to Nsaki, near Ebri. After the defeat of Akwamu by Achem in 1733, the capital was finally built at Akwamufie in present Esiojaman district of the eastern region of Ghana. Now, let's take a look at the factors responsible for the rise of the Akwamu state. 1 was the weakness of her neighbors. Akwamu rose to power because her close neighbors were very weak. They could not therefore pose any challenge to her growth. These states included Equiapim, Chiripon, and Ga Adangbe. 2. Another factor for the rise of the Akwamu state was commercial considerations. Commercial factors also played a role in the rise of Akwamu. Akwamu levied tolls and dues on trade routes to the coast. These routes were then controlled by the Guan, Ka, and Ladoku, now Shai and Osudoku. Also, the large gold mart at Abonze had grew up by the third decade of the 17th century. And traders from the interior transacted businesses there and with Accra middlemen. Akwamu managed to control the trade through Abonze and the European forts at Accra and Winneba. 3. Assistance from the European traders. Another factor for the rise of the Akwamu state was the assistance given by the European traders on the coast, further contributed to the rise of Akwamu. The Europeans sold ammunition to Akwamu and did not interfere with her political affairs. Therefore, when Akwamu advanced into the Gan and Fanti areas, the Europeans did not obstruct them. 4. Akwamu had able leadership. Akwamu also possessed able and warlike leaders. Examples were Ansa Sasraku the Great, Ado, and Akono were all examples of kings who contributed greatly to the economic growth and political expansion of the Akwamu state. 5. The wealth of Akwamu. The wealth of Akwamu also aided her rise. All the vassal states paid annual tributes, which was a source of revenue for Akwamu. The Europeans on the coast also paid rent and tolls with regard to their occupation of lands on which their forts and castles had been built. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to our channel.